The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
So we're going to start by talking with Mitch Stahl. Mitch, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing well. I appreciate you having me back on.
Well, thank you for being here. Your reputation precedes you. You are a dog trainer, and a couple of people. You worked with my dad with his German Shepherds and did a great job with those dogs. You didn't do much for my dad, but you did a good job with the dogs. I got a new puppy a while ago.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
brand new puppy. Yeah, the beagle's getting kind of aging out, and I think that people don't appreciate how much you probably know and what you can do for them, because if you don't start training these dogs from a young age,
they'll train you.
You're in a world of hurt.
Absolutely.
This dog is dominating us, and I said to my wife, well, I'll be talking with Mitch, and I'll get some pricing from him, because we don't know what to do with her. She's a chewer. She's a half... what do you call it? A healer. She's a half healer and a half border collie. 50-50.
You have your hands full.
Yeah. Let's put it this way. I've gone through many jeans because she nips at the heels, and she's ripping the jeans right off my dang.
That's what they do for a living.
Yeah, that's right. It's amazing, that's inbred in them. Yes. So how do you take a dog if somebody says, they've got my scenario, or they've got a pit bull, or they've got a German Shepherd, and they think this thing's untrainable? How do you handle that?
No dog is untrainable.
Okay.
I think the problem is that we bring a dog into our home and give them way too much freedom too soon, kind of leave them to their own devices, and there are certain instincts that are just not acceptable, like the instinct to herd.
Yeah,
people call me all the time, I have this healer, and he chases the kids around the living room and bites their pajamas. I'm
yes.
like, yeah, well,
that's what they're bred. That's what you ordered.
But our job, your job, your dog will eliminate in the house if we don't teach them. Okay, there are certain things that your instincts say you should do, but you shouldn't. Right. You have to learn an alternative behavior if you're going to live in my house. And that's the key and you should start right at 8 weeks. I mean, I'm a big advocate of when you bring that puppy home, try to get me into that house as soon as possible.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because it's not so much about, I could take my 6-year-old grandson, give him a clicker and a bag of hot dogs, and he could teach a dog to sit down, stay, and come. There's no magic to that. But it's about behavior. It's about your dog is running on millions of years of pack instincts. Mm-hmm. And it's how we deal with these instincts that determine how the dog behaves, not how much training we do. Training is a tool, but it's not the end game. I
see. And for people out there who think that they can just train a dog with food and treats, is that valid, or is that kind of wrong?
I think imprinting a puppy with food and treats is an amazing way to do it. But, it depends on the dog. There are some dogs, you get a high drive working German Shepherd and feeding them treats all the time is not going to do the trick, So there has to be some system of positive and negative reinforcement and mm-hmm. But done humanely, done in a way that, and that's what we teach, how to set boundaries for your dogs that are humane and where mm-hmm. all the dog hears from you is love and positive reinforcement. When we turn our dogs loose too soon, we're constantly, stop, no jump. And that's terrible. It creates an awful environment for that puppy. When we're in control during that first year, the puppy hears nothing from us but love because we're not setting them up for failure.
Well, I've already blown that.
Well, are all dogs driven by their mouth and nose and taste buds like our black lab?
Pretty much so.
Okay, because it's so obvious with the Labrador. I mean, food. I mean, they're just so food driven.
Sure.
But you can use that for reward along with the corrective.
Oh,
thing.
absolutely. But, people tend to use food incorrectly. It's like my dog is getting aggressive towards another dog, so I'm going to try to redirect their attention by giving them food, which is just reinforcing that behavior.
That's what my family did to me. They gave me food when I was there. So,
Me too.
So you are, there's something new in town that's rolling out. Tell us about it.
Yes. Okay. So back in, I believe it was 2014, two people, Jenna Pirro and Kathy Jones, started this program called Rescue Love, where these are just dog insane people. They spend all their, if I'm not working with dogs, I'm volunteering with dogs.
Okay.
And everyone in our group is that mentality. And they started this group where they would go to shelters and they would just take dogs out on field trips and organize play groups and just enrich these dogs. And it had an amazing effect on the adoption rate with the dogs that they were working with.
Okay, because they were better dogs, for the lack of a better term.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, these poor dogs were languishing in a kennel for 5 days sometimes without any human interaction except throw some food in and
Right.
and they need this enrichment.
So what have you created now?
Okay, so now we've learned from, these are all the people that we've gotten together with. We were like, we need to start our own shelter because we've seen the failures in the other shelter systems where, you have a shelter that's paying a director an exorbitant amount of salary and they can't afford enough staff to properly deal with every dog in the kennel. So this is going to be a community-based, where we're only housing 5 dogs. We would like to have a program where people foster the dogs, and if anybody wants to foster dogs, we'll give you the information. We'll have a foster program. We're only
So you're
have 5
looking for
dogs.
volunteers.
Well, definitely looking for volunteers. We'll talk more about that.
Real quick.
Okay, sorry. So, but in any event, what we are creating is a community-based where it's a high ratio of people and a low ratio of dogs. We're only going to house 5 dogs at a time. We're going to have a foster program. These dogs are going to be trained. We have a groom shop. Katie Williams is an amazing trainer. It has a groom shop at the place, and she's going to be donating part of her proceeds to that.
And where is this going to be located?
This is at 922 Old Liverpool Road in Liverpool.
So that's right by
the old drive-in movie theater
across the street.
Exactly.
Okay, so you get up there.
Right.
I know where it's past the McDonald's. It's not a McDonald's. Right in there.
Precisely.
Okay, and the website rescuelovecny.org. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So this is a place where they're rescue dogs, but they have some training and some structure.
Oh, yes.
And they're going to be a much more successful adoption ratio. Is that fair?
My partner, Sarah Misik, who is an amazing trainer, and myself are going to do pre-adoption counseling, post-adoption counseling. We're going to do training programs at the facility.
It's awesome. Our time is up. Rescue Love CNY, Mitch. People can also reach you at 481-2263. Does that work?
That's my personal number.
There we go. If you want to talk to the
absolutely.
top dog, Tom, right there.
Give me a dog.
Thanks for joining us.